This is the story of how Kendrick Lamar turned a personal betrayal into a family war.
Smoking on top fives. Stop playing, I'm that guy.
Number 2 DM in my bitch. That's cool, that's why.
I don't have no time to be no Romeo.
You see that bitch right there, she fuck Romeo.
All the love I need is here at OVO.
You see that bitch right there, she fuck OVO.
How a series of DMs.
Working with Drake. How did you guys connect? Drake tapped in as soon as That's One came out. I think it was probably like a few months after he reached out. I just remember seeing a bunch of emojis. It wasn't even a conversation of working. It was just I look up to you. I look to him any advice I could ever soak up from him, I try to do that.
A disappeared collab.
He did mention you and Cardi was supposed to be on What's Next.
Hey.
What happened with that? I don't know. That's just his process. I can't hate on another man's process.
I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away.
Yank that fucking chain off. My shit more Sub-Zero.
I fuck with them all, but I got ties.
Ties, man. Family ties. Oh my.
Ride, nigga, I got many ties. Had to
Top, so you drop and give me 50 likes of push-ups. Hood.
That hood was petty.
I'm a fucking caveman.
And a woman in the middle became the foundation for the biggest battle hip-hop has seen in decades, and how Baby Keem's Casino became the diary of every single moment that led there. It all starts with Drake and Baby Keem. In the beginning, Drake is playing the role he loves most, from early cosigns, public praise, and opens the door to a possible collab. He's not doing this quietly either. Drake makes his appreciation known publicly, attaching his name and credibility to Keem's rising profile. And Keem responds exactly the way you'd expect a young artist to respond when one of the biggest names in music calls your project one of the year's best. He soaks it up. He talks about their conversations and interviews. He talks about wanting advice from someone who's navigated the industry at the highest level for over a decade. The world sees nothing but mutual respect. Two artists on different tiers of the game showing genuine appreciation for each other's work. But behind every visible move, Kendrick is watching. He's always watching. And here's what makes this so calculated. He lets Drake boost Keem's profile on purpose. He lets the cosigns accumulate. He lets the relationship develop naturally, organically, without interference, while keeping the most important detail completely hidden. The world doesn't know that Baby Keem is Kendrick Lamar's cousin. Drake doesn't know. The blogs don't know. The fans don't know. Kendrick is holding that information like a card he hasn't played yet, letting Drake invest in a relationship whose full meaning he doesn't understand. It's chess. It's not just chess. It's a chess game where one player doesn't know what half the pieces on the board actually are. Then the plot twists and it changes everything. At some point, Drake learns the truth. Baby Keem isn't just a rising artist he casually co-signed. He's Kendrick Lamar's blood. And the moment that connection clicks, you can trace the shift in behavior. The almost collab on What's Next quietly disappears. That feature that was planned, that Super Mario and Keem both confirmed was in discussion, gone. No announcement, no explanation, no drama, just silence. The official version drops with no Keem, no Cardi, just Drake solo. Drake pulls back, quietly, carefully, like someone who just realized they almost handed their enemy a gift. But the disappearing collab is only part of the story, because then the real violation happens, and it has nothing to do with music. Drake slides into Keem's girl's DMs. He goes after someone personal to Keem, not a competitor, not a peer in a professional context, but someone in his personal life. And that changes the nature of everything that's been building. This isn't industry politics anymore. This isn't two camps having strategic disagreements about who controls what lane. This is personal. And when it's personal, when it involves someone's relationship, someone's private life, the calculus shifts entirely. Keem's heartbreak, which eventually surfaces across Casino.
Shawty chose up on a whole nother nigga. The way that she moving is just unforgiving. Like niggas, how you fuck me, then fuck my homie. She called me. If I ever did you dirty, would you even blame me? You want a six-pack, you gotta do shit. Bitch, there's some evil things like
behind his back and making a move on someone he cared about. That's a different kind of wound. That cuts in ways that regular competition never could. And Keem processes it the way artists process everything. He puts it on record, layers it into his music, and lets the listener feel the weight of it without always spelling out the name. Kendrick sees the line get crossed. And here's what's important to understand about Kendrick's restraint up to this point. It wasn't weakness, it was strategy. For years, the biggest break on Kendrick going at Drake with full force was the business reality of TDE. Top Dog, Kendrick's mentor and label head, operates in an industry where relationships matter and wars have collateral damage. There are deals, partnerships, and alignments that get complicated when two of the biggest names in hip-hop go to actual war. Kendrick can't just fire at will. He needs a justification so undeniable, so personal, that even the business side of his world can't argue against the retaliation. Drake meddling in Keem's love life is that justification. Because this isn't a diss track Kendrick has to defend. This isn't a subliminal he has to decode for people. This is family. And family is a category where the business calculations stop applying. When someone crosses that line, you don't weigh the consequences. You slide. And Kendrick slides on family ties. On that track, Keem closes his verse with a line that recontextualizes the entire relationship arc. Number 2 DMing my bitch, that's cool, I don't.
Smoking on top fives. Stop playing, I'm that guy. Number 2 DMing my bitch. That's cool, that's why.
Number 2 is widely interpreted in the context of the Big Three narrative as a reference to Drake, the second-ranked figure in hip-hop's unofficial hierarchy behind Kendrick. So Keem is saying Drake, or someone of that stature, slid into his girl's DMs, and his response isn't rage, it's cold, controlled dismissal. That's cool, I don't ask why. He doesn't need to confront it directly, he just puts it on record. Kendrick takes his cousin's specific, private pain and scales it up into an industry-wide attack. He's saying, you came at my family, now I'm coming for everything you stand on. Family ties is a warning. It's Kendrick saying to Drake, I've been patient, but you crossed a line involving blood, and now the gloves are off. Think about this in the context of restraint. Historically, Kendrick's biggest block on going all out against Drake was Top Dog, his mentor, his father figure, his label head, because of the business relationships involved.
Nigga call it top to see the top, wanna piece it up. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up.
On this day, right after Drake slid on Keem's girl DMs and later on the same album, Keem confirmed that he actually succeeded on getting her to cheat.
I don't have no time to be no Romeo.
You see that bitch right there, she fuck Romeo.
All the love I need is here at OVO.
You see that bitch right there, she fuck OVO.
This day, that's when the decade of subs started brewing up intensively. It was not after First Person Shooter, but after the Baby Keem situation.
In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit being brewing in a pot now, heating up.
Kendrick was making it very clear that he's going to snap Drake's head off. Kendrick talks to Jay-Z, who has a lot of connection within the music industry, on his plan. He then jumps on Beyonce track with a remix and warning the music industry on what he's about to do.
Universal, please don't play possum. The industry can hate me, fuck them all. They mama.
Fuck the industry too.
If you take it there, I'm taking it further.
That's something you don't wanna do.
But it was very slick and layered with politics and conscious.
So truthfully, I be lying in my rap song, cause I always felt a mission, I slap homie.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
His career didn't come with no life insurance. Hope his day one fans got some facts on him. I'm an honorary.
What?
Yeah. There's a couple lines there that made me like, damn, but hold on. He said something about Universal.
Yeah.
He said, Universal, please don't play possum.
Yeah.
What is he saying with that?
I don't know if he was talking about the label, Universal.
He's talking about the label.
Or he's talking about like, hey, the universe.
Nah, I think he's talking about Universal, like the label.
And he called them right out.
I think it's label talk. The other line that he said was, what was it? What did he say?
Lying in my raps or something like that?
Yeah, I be lying in my raps because I'll slap homie or something. Hold on, Kendrick, what you talking about, bro?
Welcome back.
What is he?
Slap homie. His career didn't come with no life insurance. Hope his day one fans got some facts on him. I'm an honorary beehive. Let's see what I'm done.
He said, truthfully, I be lying in my rap songs because I never mentioned basically how much I want to
slap homie.
Yeah.
his career didn't come with life insurance.
Yeah.
Shit, that's crazy. That's wild.
If you actually compare this Beyonce remix intro bars with Baby Keem's Casino album title song, you can see similarities.
Has a problem.
That's Riley, yeah? No, not Riley, Huey.
Oh, that's who it is, bro?
Is it? I'm asking. Is it?
Turboline watcher, PG Lane collar, 911 slider.
In trouble with my 911. Smoking your chest and I know it weigh heavy.
You better get it off your chest like breath reduction.
Saying 911 slider.
You know what he said?
on a track called America Has a Problem is different.
Off the gate. Off the gate.
He's talking about the Porsche 911, I assume, is what the main line is, but also just using that phrase 911.
Because he did talk about a garage right after.
His career didn't come with no life insurance. Hope his day one fans got some facts on him.
My shit, my Sub-Zero. That boy better have Allstate. Please don't be a hero.
He has connections across the industry. Going to war with OVO has consequences that extend beyond just music. Kendrick couldn't just fire at will. He was waiting for Drake to do something so undeniable, so personal, that even Top couldn't argue against the retaliation. And Drake sliding into Keem's girl's DMs, meddling in his cousin's personal life, is exactly that line. It's not a business dispute, it's family. And for Kendrick, family is a different category entirely.
Don't speak on the family, Crody.
He can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody.
Notice he calling you Crody, nigga.
Brody.
Shit.
Damn.
If you know, you know.
Because B words are blood words. He ain't saying that, right? He's coming through with the Crip words, right? Kendrick is showing you what's up right now.
There's somebody gonna bleed in your family, Crody. Yeah. Like, wigging. That's fire.
The visuals on Family Ties add another layer to the story. Keem's opening line, Chopper doing circles, it's a bird, is interesting if you zoom out. Bird, as a reference to OVO, isn't a stretch given the broader context.
Chopper doing circles. It's a bird.
Chopper doing circles.
It goes brr.
Bird, and you can show some emotion.
Nigga, what? I can do it too.
She doing all that she can to show you special, and you just like that man said. I ain't got nothing to say. Come on.
OVO's Owl, Drake's constant use of bird imagery, What a Time to Be Alive era aesthetics. Keem may be circling the target before anyone realizes it. And when you connect bird talk to what he does later on Casino with birds and bees energy, the through line starts to form.
What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go.
Oh my God.
The bird niggas is the bird bitches. That's what he's saying.
Over your foe, the other vaginal option.
The other vaginal option and called him a pussy right after.
He's tearing down your logos. He's straight hoeing you, nigga.
In the Family Ties video, there's a scene where Keem is in the back of a limo with a woman. She's close to him. Then she sees something outside the car window, something that pulls her attention away, and she stops, taps Kendrick, who's in the driver's seat, and points outside. Kendrick reaches for a gun, fires outside the car, spits out the window, and pulls off. Read that visually. A woman next to Keem gets distracted by something external. She brings it to Kendrick's attention, and Kendrick's response is immediate and violent. He defends, he eliminates the threat, he drives on. That whole sequence is a visual metaphor for exactly what Family Ties is doing lyrically. Kendrick seeing the threat to Keem's relationship and handling it.
That's a bar. Pop, that's a bar, Pop. Ew, that's a bar, ew. Juice! That's a bar, nigga. Oh, Lord.
Got at least one bee in the oven. I'm tripping, I'm jigging, my mental is amazing, brother. Pop off only on occasion, brother. Rich nigga, mama know I made it.
There's so much to unpack on this video alone, but that would be a whole different video. Like the fact the video keeps showing only Keem with girls around him and looks very hypnotized and soulless, or the fact that Keem keeps chasing dudes away. If y'all want me to do a full breakdown of this video soon, get the likes to 2,000 within 2 days and I will do a full one.
Made it, brother. Go figure, never caught cases, brother. Face it, brother. Gracious, brother.
On Lost Souls, Keem takes it even further, but in a more observational, almost cinematic way. He raps, "It's a lot of hoes in here, lot of lost souls, whole group of dime bitches and they in vogue, trying to find me a bitch that no one knows. You see that bitch right there? She fucked OVO. You see that bitch right there? She fucked Romeo." On the surface, this reads like a party scene, but Keem is doing something more specific here. He's mapping a social ecosystem. He's cataloging the women who've been with OVO, who've been with Romeo, which functions as a stand-in for Drake himself, or for the OVO inner circle broadly. Romeo is exactly the kind of soft, romantic, lover boy persona that Drake projects publicly, while everyone in the room knows what actually happens behind the scenes. Keem is connecting the public image to the private reality. But this isn't just gossip, it's social commentary. Keem saying these women aren't just stories, they're patterns. They're evidence of how proximity to power, to fame, to the OVO brand reshapes people. It turns them into lost souls, chasing validation in the orbit of industry giants. And by naming OVO directly in this context, he's making Drake's lifestyle part of the cautionary tale. The lost souls aren't just random women at a party. They're the collateral damage of the culture Drake built around himself.
OVO, OVO, say OVO, OVO, say OVO, OVO, say OVO, OVO, say OVO.
Niggas gon' say that! Kendrick, stop!
Then step this way, step that way, then step
The
this
Cold
way.
War reaches its boiling point, 2021 to 2024. By this point in time, spanning from 2021 to 2024, both the Drake camp and the Kendrick camp were fully aware that the decade-long Cold War between the two had finally reached its boiling point. This wasn't a sudden escalation. It had been simmering for years through subtle jabs, strategic features, and coded language that only those paying close attention could decode. Drake was very aware of the tension because Kendrick had been making it crystal clear. It was really up this time. No more playful rivalry. The gloves were coming off, and both sides knew it.
Since we here, and since it's a Kendrick joint, the Kendrick Beyonce remix thing, and the comment that said it's a diss to Drake, and the signs that they pointed out. Shout out to that person. I'll screenshot the comment and have it up. But I figured since Kendrick is the topic, let's talk about those allegations real quick, bro. When I read all of them back to back like that, I was like, one, dope catch, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you caught that, dope catch, and then two, Kendrick is so slick in how he did it and how he hit this shit, bro. They gotta practice. Even AI gotta practice cloning Kendrick. That's a tough part too, because it goes to Allen Iverson practice. Facts. AI gotta. But yeah, bro. So the AI can't clone me like they could clone you. It's a bit more.
It's more complex.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But for you,
so
anybody could do it.
Easy type shit. So
maybe he's gonna still continue it here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what else? What else you got to say, bro?
What else?
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day.
Nigga had like 20 phones in his hands, bro.
I swear he has a song called Phones or Two Phones.
Two Phone Keem or something like that. Yeah, facts.
Full McDonald's every time I land, bro. Big J rocks in both hands, bro, and all that.
Since we just brought up the Drake thing, this shit don't sound like you know how sticky it gets to the beat. Like
so far,
the pace of it.
Virgil came back through the boy. Damn. Cause somebody's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna invade.
That was it right there.
Yeah, Messy, get them girls off the stage, cause
That was the most obvious one.
That was like, if you didn't get it before,
hello.
Like here, like, come on, bro.
Damn.
What we doing? What we doing?
Throwing shots.
What we doing?
They sending the bait right now, bro.
This kind of, in my opinion, this validates the comment that we just read.
Like, for sure.
Right after, bro. Come on, bro. Where's the meme with my guy at the fucking, come on, bro.
Yes.
And you right, it does feel sort of like a mockery, kind of like.
What made this era so fascinating was how they were communicating. Not through direct call-outs, but through a web of coded disses that only their inner circles and the most dedicated fans could fully understand. If you took the time to piece it all together, they were going back and forth from song to song like a chess match being played in slow motion. Drake was spiraling under the pressure, growing increasingly reactive, while Kendrick was trolling and teasing him, dangling the threat of what was about to come even before first-person shooter ever dropped.
In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit being brewing in a pot now, heating up.
Drake is saying that what Kendrick said on the Like That verse, the thing that made him crash out, isn't true, and that this tension has been boiling since Family Ties. Kendrick doesn't want to expose his cousin's personal life, and it looks like he's fighting on behalf of another grown man. But you know this really pissed Kendrick off. Think about it. This isn't just a cousin. This is an orphan who lost all his parental figures, never had a father, and still beat every odd to get where he is today. Now you've got a privileged, horrible human being who took his girl and broke his heart just to get back at his big cousin. You really think Kendrick is going to let that slide? The only reason Drake did that is because Keem is Kendrick's cousin, and Drake felt like he got tricked into co-signing him without knowing they were related.
Woke up from him, I try to do that. He did mention you and Cardi was supposed to be on What's Next. Whatever happened with that, I don't know. That's just his process. I can't hate on another man's process.
Kendrick was never going to let that slide.
Hey, when grandma died, I hit the 95 to get some closure.
Especially knowing everything Keem has been through.
I think I've cried a million times, I'm human, fucking sue me.
Kendrick was essentially letting Drake know, in plain sight but through code, that a storm was coming. Drake fires back on Sticky. Drake jumped on the track Sticky, released as part of his surprise EP Honestly Nevermind, where he leaned into a hedonistic, materialistic persona. On the song, he bragged about women meaning nothing to him, using them purely for pleasure and discarding them without a second thought. He boasted about designer clothes and iced out jewelry, painting a picture of a man completely detached from emotional accountability. He clapped back directly at both Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar, making it clear he had heard their previous jabs and wasn't going to let them slide. This was Drake going on record, choosing to engage rather than ignore, a sign that Kendrick and Keem had gotten under his skin more than he'd like to admit. Kendrick and Keem respond with HillBillies. Kendrick and Baby Keem fired back with HillBillies, a single that functioned as a near-perfect mirror of Drake's Sticky, but executed in a deliberate trolling fashion. The production, the energy, and the delivery were all designed to mock and mimic Drake's style, essentially holding up a funhouse mirror to everything he had just done. Most fans caught the trolling on the surface level, but many missed the deeper layer of sneak disses woven throughout because they lacked the full context of the silent war that had been brewing behind the scenes. One of the most clever elements of HillBillies was the cosplay at the heart of it. Kendrick was presenting himself as Messi, the undisputed greatest of his generation, technically flawless, globally respected, while Baby Keem took on the role of Neymar, the flashy, exciting co-star. By framing themselves this way, they were directly responding to Drake's ego, positioning him as someone operating on a completely different and inferior tier. Watching the video with context, the trolling gets even funnier. Kendrick starts off mocking Drake's sneak diss on him, acting tough and claiming to be the best on Family Ties.
You niggas better behave, what? All that pumping up your chest, what? All that talk about the best.
Kendrick responded by starting the video flexing in a trolling way.
They work well together.
They're never gonna miss together. That's all there is to it. Just accept it.
Last time they were together, Kendrick was smoking on your
VHS
top.
First off, I like this already because it's already like a 90s theme. It kind of reminds me of cartoons and cereal for real.
I don't buy much, I buy land, bro.
Ooh.
Cologne.
That's a all right. 10 out of 10. All right,
fam.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
I don't buy much, I buy land, bro.
That's a flex. Land is a lot, but it's still like, I don't buy much, I buy land. You gotta talk to me different.
Cologne, Germany.
Cologne, Germany? What? Well, where did you get a old boy in it? Where'd you get this from?
If you see someone rolling around in a pristine old German car, just know that that's a flex because of how expensive it is going to be to fix all those parts once they start falling to shit.
How many phones you got?
Nigga had like 20 phones in his hands, bro.
I got about 6 of them things.
Damn, they shot this on a flip phone, didn't they?
The old school look on the video is already tough.
And I'm best dressed moving forward. Yeah, tiny task on. Yeah, all that. Compton.
First of all,
what the fuck are those, Kendrick?
Okay, boots. Y'all see the boots?
Bro's got to do a stadium sellout concert at 7 p.m. Then got to hit the rodeo at 9:30 back to back.
Compton Cowboy, all that.
That Compton Cowboy.
They said best dressed and showed the cowboy boots.
Cowboy.
Them the Gator 11s right there.
Bro did a fucking feature for a Banda Norteño band in Mexico, and they said we can't pay you. All we got are these ostrich boots.
You niggas better behave, what? All that pumping up your chest, what?
Big protein. 150 grams of protein. Y'all gotta stop playing, bro.
150 grams, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been paying attention to like my protein intake.
That man's flexing. Big protein, 150 grams.
If she took the regular.
Yo, it reminds me of Sticky, dog.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like Sticky from Drake, bro. The flow different, but that beat is pretty much the same.
It's not the exact same flow Keem's using, but it's like the pace is similar as well, bro. And like the drawl of the flow is like like it's a similar delivery even yeah. with what Drake had on Sticky, bro.
I'm not good with the regular girls. Damn near want a veteran girl.
Okay, hey, he just talking about what he into, what he enjoy, you know, what he dibbling. He like a regular girl, you feel me?
Personally, that's not for me. I don't want a veteran. If you've been around like, I'm sorry, my personal preference, I'm sorry. Nah, it's not. No, it's not happening.
That's Sticky.
Bro, it's heavy.
Sticky reference flow, whatever it is.
Bro.
It is there.
I hear it.
It's almost like they're
Now pay attention to the chorus. They say they here to fuck up the world and they gonna take your girl. Letting Drake know that they haven't forgot what he did and it's only a matter of time.
Not often we get to hear Kendrick just have fun.
Everybody expect Kendrick is supposed to come through rapping with burning incense and a goddamn every song supposed to have an Erykah Badu feature and trying to save the world every song. Nah, man!
The man has made so many hits, yo. He got more than enough lead room to just have fun like this.
5'7", I'm messy, girl. I'ma pass you to Neymar. He got time for your messy, girl.
This is a banger. This is smooth. Girl, come on.
I'm about to pass it to Neymar. He got time for your bestie. Ooh.
If I'm with two of them, then it's a threesome. If she alone, you know she a freak one.
He trolls Drake's designer clothes boast and also responds to his sneak diss of him, saying that he saw that trap that they set for him, well, at least in his head, through baby Keem. And people need to do a fact check on people.
Off-road, Maybach, Pyrex, trap, Virgil came back through the boy.
Niggas know that I'm best dressed. Too high profile to access.
Then they thought they had a trap set for me. How you really think that went for me? Niggas gotta do a fact check for me.
Drake continued to sneak diss and tells Kendrick that when they finally clash, what's gonna be left is his regrets.
And everything gets addressed. It's you alone with your regrets. All that pumping up your chest.
Too high profile to access. I ain't even got a fact check.
I like this video. Is crazy because it's so different from right now.
I fuck with how like nostalgic the video look, man.
It's so fucking early, late 90s, early 2000s vibe with the whole VHS situation.
I just fuck, ain't that ironic?
Nah, they really on here just having fun with it, yo.
TikTok, if you don't pick up,
they were exposing his materialistic lifestyle and what many perceived as his tricking or escorting adjacent behavior, spending extravagant amounts of money on women in a transactional manner. Then Kim says that Messi lives through him. In other words, Messi, Kendrick, is gonna slide for him and talks about a hoe who done some crazy thing. This is a message to Drake that you mess with me, you mess with Kendrick. They teasing him in a coded way that if you don't know the context, you won't get it.
Rex trap, Virgil came back through the boy.
That was it right there.
Yeah, Messi, get them girls off the stage, cause nah.
That was the most obvious one.
That was like, if you didn't get it before,
hello.
Like here, like, come on, bro.
Damn.
What we doing? What we doing?
Throwing shots.
What we doing?
They sending the bait right now.
By changing the word on
hey yo, Eric, bring them girls to the stage
to off.
Messi, get them girls off the stage.
When referencing the stage and paid to taken.
Stage, cause somebody's getting paid.
Them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken.
They were sending a very specific message. We know what you did to baby Keem, and we haven't forgotten. It was a coded acknowledgement of a real grievance, wrapped in a song that sounded like fun on the surface, but carried serious weight underneath.
Right now.
On a one-on-one conversation, I'm ducked off from the work.
I was just about to say it's like a Tyler-esque. Yeah. He would be somewhere around the video like this.
And there he is.
And there's Tyler.
It's good to see you, brother. You better have popped up in the video.
I'm immersed in the PlayStation and I ain't worried about her. It's 1,000 hers out waiting. We gon'
facts.
There's 1,000 hers out there waiting.
Fellas, facts.
Talk to him.
Always remember that. Now hold on. It's also vice versa. Women, remember that. Facts.
I mean, touch you, move. Yeah,
Here's 10K. I'm in a sexy mood, bro. These two dudes are so unfucking serious.
Don't let the homies touch you, move.
Yeah, niggas know that I'm best dressed with Martine when I'm
a real nigga build his nephew up or is it cousin?
Both of them sound
Could have been
familiar.
cousin.
I don't know.
I think it's cousin.
But
it's cousin.
Yeah.
Nah, it's nephew. If you don't know, by the way,
he's Kendrick Lamar's cousin.
when take selfies.
Deans and I'm Big Fish. I like that back and forth that they did though. How have I been sleep on this duo for so long?
I'm in Czech Republic, Cornell, he go check the budget, part 2.
I'm in Czech Republic. That was such a flex. And you eat caviar when you depressed. That's also a flex. You know, you've been doing that this whole time, Kendrick.
Part 2 million from my cousin, never gave it back cause it's nothing.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
New devotions.
I'm surprised there's a place on this earth that Kendrick Lamar can go through, like a mall that Kendrick and Keem can go through and be able to shoot a video or any type of footage without getting swarmed. That's crazy.
Keep it focused, Starship. Is that a foreign? She's organic, skin is glowing, my heart is going.
Like, wow. The flow that Keem's using right here in this part, it sounds very similar. It's very reminiscent of Smiley.
You know Smiley? With Drake? He'll fat Mexican nigga be talking about some, ooh.
That one song.
Yeah, that's it. He's just like a spicy little flow.
He uses almost the same flow. It's a nut, bro. Come on.
Bro, they are having fun, bro.
No, they are, bro.
That's fucking great, bro.
That's family on the track, bro.
Deep ocean. That's why Shorty say she celibate. I'ma keep hoping. She's not. Shorty say she loving me.
She say she's celibate. I'ma keep hoping. She's not.
Bro, they're clowning.
They are.
They're clowning.
The man said it's a deep ocean. Kendrick goes, that twat.
I'm loving these ad libs, bro.
I'ma be open.
I'll try.
Bro, it just feel like they're having fun and it's infectious.
Messy, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken.
That's on Sticky, bro. Like the cadence and. Alright, come on.
And you right, it does feel sort of like a mockery, kind of like.
It does.
Like this shit easy.
Somebody's gonna invade. Don't know one on one.
I'm gonna reach one last time. Can I get one more? I ain't worried about her. It's 1,000 hers out there waiting.
Yeah.
And there was a line that he chose to repeat. I ain't worried about, since to emphasize the her. Her loss.
There's another reason. Didn't Drake say something about throwing them back in the ocean and stuff like that?
Yeah.
In that same track.
Yeah.
And he
So back in the ocean, you know, it's a deep one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a reach, bro. It's all there, bro.
It is.
It's all there.
I ain't worried about her. It's 1,000 hers out waiting.
I can't lie, they put the right person in this video.
Yes, sir. He deserves way more credit, bro, as an artist. Yo, Tyler is cold, bro. Like, his creativity, yeah.
I'm a fan of Tyler. I really like Tyler and his creativity, what he brings to the game. He, to me, reminds me of a mix of like Pharrell, Andre 3000, that whole Clips Neptune era put together.
Camp Flognog.
Well, y'all, Camp Flognog is at LA, I guess.
Shout out LA, man. Dodger shit, man. I fuck with it though. I fuck with the aesthetic in that, man. I like it, yo. Just having fun with it. It's just simple as that. They just having fun, man.
This is a fun video, bro. This is them having fun with music and still going in at the same time. It's like, bro, we can play with this at this point. Yeah. That's how cold we are.
They don't miss.
I always love when Baby Keem and Kendrick collab, yo. For real, bro. They got great chemistry together. I mean, granted,
Drake
family,
pulls
but
J. Cole
you know what I'm
into the
saying?
war. Drake, now visibly agitated and feeling the heat from multiple directions, decided he needed a battle buddy, someone to stand beside him and add credibility to his position at the top. He got closer to J. Cole and, in doing so, pulled Mr. Wiseman, a man who famously prides himself on his third eye, his self-awareness, and his ability to see through the noise, into a war he didn't fully know existed. Whether through manipulation, omission, or simply a lack of full context, J. Cole was brought into a conflict that had years of backstory he wasn't privy to. The result was first-person shooter, and if you listen carefully to J. Cole's verse, you can tell it was written relatively recently. The way he references his online beef with NBA YoungBoy feels fresh and contemporary, like it was added quickly to make the verse feel current. But beyond the timeline, The track, and particularly its music video, did something even more pointed.
I still wanna give me a song where I be. Can't trust everything that you saw on IG.
Visual imagery mimicked the iconic Messi and Ronaldo chest photo, one of the most recognizable images in sports history, depicting two undisputed GOATs who operate on a level completely alien to their peers. This was a direct clapback to Kendrick and Keem's Messi/Neymar troll, essentially saying, no, we are the chess players, we are the GOATs, you are beneath this.
Messi, get them girls off the stage, cause somebody's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna invade.
That was it right there.
Yeah, Messi, get them girls off the stage, cause
That was the most obvious one.
That was like, if you didn't get it before,
hello.
Like here, like, come on, bro.
Damn.
What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing?
Throwing shots.
What we doing?
They sending the bait right now.
The consequence, J. Cole becomes an op. The moment J. Cole appeared on First Person Shooter and aligned himself with Drake, whether knowingly or not, Kendrick locked him in as an opponent. In Kendrick's eyes, there was no neutral ground. You were either with him or against him, and Cole had just publicly stood beside the man Kendrick was preparing to dismantle. Cole was a goofy, in the most literal sense of the word, who had been maneuvered into joining a silent battle that had been carefully brewing
how sticky it
without his full awareness.
It's clicking up, but pay not be legit, no 40 water, tell him. Yeah.
No!
They click it up, bro.
Who clicking up? Kitty?
Yeah. Kendrick, I see that. I see what y'all doing over there.
He talking about them Yo, he gotta be. Who else? Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak dissing. First person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like.
Oh my God. Sneak dissing. He said it.
Yo, why? Lord, why? Kendrick, don't do it, please. Oh, I don't want to press play. I don't want to press it. I'm scared.
No sneak dissing. I'ma tell y'all straight up. I got a problem with you and you.
First person shooter. Who had that?
I only know 2 that made a song called First Person Shooter. And they was playing chess, wasn't they? Clicking up.
Oh, that was the collapse.
This is the only way to make complete sense of that line in Not Like Us, where Kendrick implies that Drake did J. Cole dirty, that Drake used Cole, put him in harm's way, and let him take collateral damage in a war that was never really his to fight.
They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending.
Drake essentially recruited an unsuspecting ally, dressed him up in armor, and sent him to the front line of a battle Cole didn't even know. Kendrick wasn't just attacking Drake, he was making sure the world understood exactly how Cole ended up in the crossfire, and who was responsible for putting him there.
Nadine, Christine, Justine.
Another thing too that we don't know that's possible is that Drake might had name dropped the female that cheated on Kim here in First Person Shooter. But only both camp would know about that.
Second cousin. I understood the hardship before he was born.
Oh shit, you got a dot feature in the casino documentary. You know this shit about to go crazy.
His mom, that's my first cousin. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what she been through.
Real family, the Hillbillies, the Range Brothers, family ties and all that good stuff. We peep game.
Just the history of our family in general. You know, we don't call ourselves the Hillbillies for nothing.
Y'all niggas really got Kendrick twisted, don't y'all? Y'all got Kendrick top. Y'all got J-Rock. Y'all got all them niggas twist tied in a knot because them niggas decided to be positive. That's what it is. If they was running around, shit could get real death row in this motherfucker. I'm just telling you niggas.
It's how they party, y'all, while I'm in Vegas, you know what I'm saying?
Shit can get real. You better hope TDE don't go, all right, y'all, okay, cool. We done with this positive shit. Come on. We gonna start getting niggas wedgies. Come on, nigga.
Nigga, hold up, the old Domino's bag. Oh.
At the end of the day, when you strip away all the bars, all the coded disses, all the chess moves and industry politics, this story is really about one thing: loyalty to someone who had nobody else. Kendrick Lamar is many things. He's a Pulitzer Prize winning artist, a generational voice, a cultural institution. But before any of that, he's a man who understands what it means to come from nothing and have people in your corner who refuse to let you fall. He's lived that reality. He's written about it his entire career. And baby Keem, the orphan, the kid without a father, the young man who beat every odd life threw at him, represented everything Kendrick has always stood up for in his music, made flesh in a real human being who happened to share his blood. When Drake made the calculated decision to use Keem as a pawn, to reach into Kendrick's personal world and cause pain not through confrontation, but through cowardice, he wasn't just crossing a line, he was spitting in the face of everything Kendrick believes in. He took someone who had already survived loss after loss, someone who had already paid the highest prices life can charge before he even had a chance to live, and treated him like a chess piece, like Collateral, like he didn't matter beyond being a way to get back at his cousin. Kendrick couldn't speak on it publicly at first, not without exposing Keem's deepest wounds to the entire world, not without reducing his cousin's pain to rap beef content. And that restraint, that protection, was itself an act of love. But there comes a point where silence becomes complicity, where staying composed in the face of a genuine wrong starts to look like acceptance. And Kendrick Lamar was never going to accept this. So when the moment finally came, when the war that had been fought in codes and whispers finally broke open into the light, Kendrick didn't just respond as a rapper defending his legacy. He responded as a big brother, as a guardian, as the one person in baby Keem's life who had the platform, the skill, and the righteous anger to make sure that what was done to Keem didn't just get swept under the rug of the music industry's politics and power dynamics. That's what Not Like Us really was. That's what the whole campaign really was. Yes, it was the greatest rap battle of this generation. Yes, it was a masterclass in timing, strategy, and lyrical precision. But underneath all of that, it was Kendrick Lamar saying, loudly, clearly, and without any ambiguity, that you do not get to hurt the people I love without consequence. You do not get to target someone who lost everything and has nothing but his talent and his family and walk away unbothered. Not while I'm here. Not while I still have a voice and something to say with it. Baby Keem didn't ask for any of this. He didn't ask to be a casualty of an ego war he had no part in starting. But because of who his cousin is, because of the kind of man Kendrick Lamar chose to be long before any of this happened, Keem never had to fight this battle alone. And in the end, the whole world got to see what it looks like when real loyalty meets real power and refuses to back down. Kendrick didn't do what he did for clout. He didn't do it to reclaim a title or settle a rap debate. He did it because when everything else is stripped away, that's what you do for family. Especially the family that had to build themselves from the ground up with nothing but hope and heart while the world looked the other way. That's why he had to do it. And that's why, when it was all said and done, there was never really any other option.